my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we are testing out two beautiful foundations which are from Avon. These two foundations over here, so this one over here which is the Ultramatte foundation, and this one over here which is the Flawless Ultramatte Cream to Powder foundation. I've tested this one out very often. I've used this every single day since I got sent these beautiful products. I love this one, so I'm going to show you how this looks on the skin, but this is a new one for me. I hadn't tried this one out before this tutorial. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Let us get started. First thing we're doing, of course, is going in with skincare. I'm using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Capsule and Serum Supercharged... What? Neutrogena Hydro Boost Capsule and Serum Supercharged Booster. I bought this yesterday and I've used so much of it already. It's very lightweight. It looks like water when you put it on the skin. My skin, by the way, absorbs everything. So this literally gone. Like, you don't feel anything on your skin, and I'm not used to that. I'm someone that likes very rich, thick, heavy moisturizers, but this is really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply another layer of this. So for primer, I'm using the Benefit Professional Primer. It really does a good job at blurring out the pores. Before we get into the good stuff and apply this foundation so that you guys can see, I just want to chat a little bit about it. So I got sent these, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and I've used this every single day since. Literally every single day. These have shook me to the core. I don't know why I didn't expect these to be so good, but they really are bomb. So I'm someone that has a very long day. I put my makeup on, I go to work, I touch my face quite a lot, I'm very like active, I walk a lot, and then after that I go to gym. I have a heavy, sweaty gym session. I come back home and my foundation still looks amazing. This stuff stays put, guys. This stuff is the thing. So this is really durable and it feels quite lightweight on the skin, so I still feel like my skin can breathe, and I think that's really important. Like, on a day-to-day basis, I really don't want to be putting like heavy, cakey makeup on my face, so this also feels like it's done a good thing for my skin. It hasn't clogged up my pores at all. So what I do with this is I mix two colors. I use natural beige and light nude, and that's just because the one is a little bit like too light for me and the other one has a bit more of a yellow undertone, so I mix those two together to get the perfect shade. So I just want to show you guys what this actually looks like. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the tube. It's almost like a little bit of like a runny consistency, but this looks so good on the skin. So that is what it looks like. Let me just like move it around for you so you can kind of get the gist of it. You see this? You see this? So this color that we are currently dotting onto our face, this is the shade Light Nude. So this is like the white one I was talking about, the much lighter shade. And now I'm just dotting on Natural Beige. So this is the one that has a little bit more of like a yellow undertone. Boom, 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 boom. So when I do my foundation, I personally like to apply it with a brush first. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. As you guys can see, this almost dries down quite quickly. So in terms of like spreadability, is that a word? Spreadability. It's almost like, it feels almost not drying, but it's not like your dewy kind of foundation that kind of just like slides onto your face. This you kind of have to work with a tiny bit more, which is not a problem, but I'm just showing you. And now I take my beauty blender, which I wanted to wash before this video, but I didn't have time. So I'm taking my beauty blender and pressing this into the skin really nicely. So with this foundation, I would say it's a little bit more on the drying side, so make sure you're moisturizing nicely underneath this if you do have dry skin like I do. Yeah, so let's just blend this in. That's what the foundation looks like when it's blended in, guys. I think it's so beautiful. It looks so nice and natural on the skin. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'm going to do my eyes, eyebrows, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to use another one of the Avon foundations to contour, right? You guys need to get your hands on this if you don't have it already. It's the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler. I get asked so often what I put on my brows to make them look so thick and fluffy. It's this, guys. This product is thebomb.com. So check this out. This is my normal brow, obviously, with none of this on. Do you see how much volume this adds? It coats every single hair. Look at the difference. And that's just like quickly running it through my brows. Oh, I love me I love a little fluffy brow. I'm currently really loving the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. I thought this was going to be too orange for me because look at this shit. It looks a little bit orange, but this looks so beautiful. When you put just a tiny bit on, so I'll mix it like with a cool tone bronzer. So I'll go ahead with like a cool tone bronzer first and then put this on top. It looks amazing. So I'm going to use this today just for the crease. And this blending brush that I'm using is just a Body Shop blending brush. I just quickly powdered underneath my eyes using the banana powder from Essence, and I'm going ahead with the same bronzer, and I'm just going to squeeze this brush a little bit because I'm too lazy to get out one of my other brushes, if I'm being very honest. And I'm adding a little bit of this to the lower lash line. This is the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette, and I'm going ahead with this super white color. I really like this because it makes the brow bone stand out and gives it a nice glow, which we of course love. Check this. How good is that? My hair, guys, this baby hair, what is this? What are you? Adding a little bit of this to the inner corner as well. I just want that to pop a little bit more. For lashes, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and then popping on these Hay Lashes in the style Posh. Just going to wait for that lash glue to dry a little bit, and now we can test out that other foundation that I got sent from Avon. I haven't tried it yet, so this will be the first time that I try it. So these foundations are the Ultramatte Cream to Powder foundations. I'm really keen to try these. Also, these come with like a little sponge underneath as well, little compartment for a little sponge, and then you have your foundation on top. So let's go ahead and apply this as our bronzer. One thing I do want to say is I'm impressed with the shade range, guys. I know I'm not super white, I know I'm not a ghost, but I really do struggle, like this is a real thing, I really do struggle to find foundations that are light enough for me because I am pretty damn pale. And to find a brand that really caters to someone of my skin tone, someone with deeper and darker skin tones as well, is really amazing. They're really nice undertones as well. There's pinky ones, there's like yellow undertones, so I feel like you can definitely mix and match just like I did with the Ultramatte foundations. I'm with the dark shade first. This is Nutmeg, and I'm using this brush. This is blending out very nicely. Wow, okay, I can see how this would actually be a very nice foundation like on the whole face. Wow, guys, this is like a really flawless finish. I feel like I'm like Kim Kardashian or some shit. And I really am not picking up very much with my brush at all. I think this goes really nicely with that previous foundation, the Ultramatte, and now using the Cream to Powder foundation. It actually works really well. I do think this shade is maybe a little bit like on the orange side, but I don't mind that right now. You know what would be amazing is if they came out with a blush in the same formula. That would be incredible. I'm now going to go in with the same one but the lighter shade, the shade Soft Honey. This really is blending in really nicely. It's really easy to work with. It's not like dragging on the skin or making me pull the skin or anything. I'm using that same lighter shade and using this blending brush from Carla, C-A-L-A Cosmetics. Putting it onto the brush and then I'm just like dipping it onto my hand and just taking off a bit of the product. I don't want too much. I'm going to do the slightest bit on the sides of my nose. I really don't contour my nose often because I feel like my nose is so crooked and it's just like I can't work with it. I would rather not. So that's why I don't contour my nose, but I feel like using this today to just see like how it actually sits on the skin, because I find that this area over here is quite problematic. For me, my foundation doesn't, like, it'll stay on for a good hour or two, but then after that it starts looking a little bit yuck, you know? Because both of these foundations have a matte finish, I almost don't feel like I need to set my face, but I'm just going to go ahead and set it. This is just the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm just going to lightly bounce this on the face. Like I said, I really don't feel like I need to do this, but I just like to do this as a precautionary measure. And what I'm going to quickly do is take my banana powder, which there's literally nothing left, and take this on my beauty sponge, and I just feel like cleaning this up a little bit. For lips, I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Lip Kit, and these are in the shade Cocoa K. Guys, the smell of this is just so good. It kind of smells like, I don't know, like strawberry cake. Ooh, it's so good. I'm now shaking my Fix Plus. I've really been enjoying this one lately. It makes your makeup last, guys. And then to finish it off, the same highlighter palette we used in the beginning, I'm going to use this. And let's dip into this bad boy as well. I'm adding the tiniest amount of blush. This is the one from Essence Cosmetics. It's the Hey Cheeks palette. And that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Really hope you guys enjoyed this. I really love these foundations. I definitely want to try out this foundation on its own, but I will leave the price point of these two foundations down below. I hope that you guys were able to see how this sits and looks on the skin. It just looks so flawless and airbrushed. That is literally the word. It's airbrushed. It's crazy because a matte foundation sometimes can look really weird and sit funny on the skin, and especially like almost grab to dry patches on the face. I've had that happen before. This foundation doesn't do that, and like I said, it's really long wearing. I've tested this out for quite some time and it doesn't feel heavy or cakey, which I find most of my other foundations do. They feel kind of like you can feel that you have foundation on your face, whereas if I go like this, like it doesn't budge. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it just feels really good. I love how it's lightweight, even though it's buildable. Like you can see, it's a pretty hectic coverage. It feels breathable, it feels buildable, and I'm really in love. That is the conclusion of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support so much. Like and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah. Face is done. I'm now, so I mixed two colors because I'm a pale ass bitch. Like I'm out here in these streets doing this eye but only blinking the other eye. Like that makes no sense.